Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Easton Film Festival Presents. I am Craig Whitford. I am your host. Tonight we have a guest, an Easton filmmaker, Ryan Lima. Welcome, Ryan.
Hi.
Ryan's going to talk to us about a film that he collaborated with three other Easton filmmakers, and we'll get back to that shortly. Just to give you a little bit of an update on where we are at the Easton Film Festival right now. We held our second annual Easton Film Festival Awards, the Effie Awards, on June 14th. That's Easton's version of the Oscars. Ryan's film that we're going to screen tonight was third place winner in the overall category. We received 28 films this year in the competition. They were all screened individually after being judged. We screened every single film that was entered in the competition on a Saturday in May at Oliver Ames. That was an all-day event and gave the community a chance. We had a good turnout, and the community had a chance to see every film that was presented. As far as the awards show goes, that's actually being screened here on Community Access on the cable show through the month of August, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So if you tune in for that, you will see the awards show in its entirety, which includes screening of the top 3 films. So that's a good take. That's about an hour and a half. And if you get a chance, please watch that. We've had a little bit of a hiatus, summer hiatus. We're just starting to tape more cable shows. Cable show will be running again Monday and Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. We're going to try to add more variety this year. We're going to continue to entertain, hopefully, and inform you. We're going to showcase more Easton filmmakers when possible, and show their films, interview them, as we're doing tonight. We're going to continue with our foreign film series, which was a great success last year. That'll be screening again on alternate Friday nights at Andrew's Bakery. We'll be starting the first Friday in September, which is September 5th, I believe. The first film that we're going to screen is a contemporary German film called Run, Lola, Run. That's a must-see. So please join us. The next 2 we'll be screening will be 2 French films. One is The Closet. The next one is Amelie. And then those are the first 3 that we have on the schedule. We have several selected, or many selected, and we'll be fine-tuning the list of foreign films that we are going to screen, and that will be announced further as we get into the fall. So you can look around town for that Easton Journal, and we'll certainly be announcing them here. We'll also continue to review the foreign films that we are screening, so you'll be able to see the reviews of those films here on the cable show. And we've changed the format a little bit. Last year, in a 30-minute block, we reviewed 2 films. This year, we're going to do just one, do it a little more in-depth, and talk about one film each week that we'll be screening in the foreign film series. Again, join us, Andrew's Bakery, starting Friday, September 5th. One more important event that's coming up is we have a fundraiser on September 28th, which is actually a one-man play. And I'll read you a little description of it, but it's a one-man play by actor and playwright Jerry Wright. And it's called Frederick Law Olmsted, Passages in the Life of an Unpractical Man. Again, this will be Sunday, September 28th, 4 p.m. at Oaks Ames Memorial Hall. The life of Frederick Law Olmsted, father of landscape architecture in the United States, is a fascinating story of a person who has immersed in the critical events of American history in the 19th century, and certainly has a great Easton connection. That should be a fascinating evening, fascinating show. We urge you to join us again on September 28th. Okay, today we want to talk to Ryan Lima. He was part of one of 4 people. I guess Ryan is the cinematographer. Won the film The Long Black Veil Fascinating film, and we're going to screen it in its entirety here in a few minutes. I guess was co-produced by 4 Oliver Ames students who did this as part of, I guess, Mr. Hand's philosophy class?
Yep.
Okay. Justin Sowa, Amanda Grazioli, Ryan, and we have Mike Hadge.
Yep.
Okay. And I know in the credits you're listed for cinematography. Congratulations, by the way, on the award.
Thank you very
also
much.
from your graduating from OA.
Thank you.
What are your plans for the fall?
I'll be attending the College of William and Mary in Virginia. I leave in about a week, I think.
About a week. Do you have a major yet?
Right now I'm undecided.
Yeah. You might think about filmmaking.
Possibly.
Okay.
I haven't ruled anything out.
Justin Sowa also, we're seniors at OA. Justin is go off to NYU as a music major, I understand?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Amanda Grazioli, Boston College.
Yep.
Mike Hadge, Hofstra.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys are into some good schools. I think, as I said, I like this film a lot. The cinematic technique is you use a lot of things. So you must have learned a lot because you used a lot. And the locations, and I don't want to give too much of it away. It's absolutely fascinating story. It's very structured. A bookend format, as they use in the film industry, where we start and end in the same location, fill in the blanks. It's a nice piece of storytelling.
Thank you.
Nicely paced. I'm going to screen it in a minute. You want to say anything before we screen it, and then we can talk about it afterwards a little bit?
It was just really a group effort. I mean, it was hard having it as a school project because everybody has their own schedules, and that was probably the hardest part, is just finding people who could act and getting everyone's schedules to coincide, and everybody really pitched in, and I think it came out nicely.
What was the inspiration for the story?
Actually, it was Justin who originally came up with the idea. It's based on a song that was made popular by Johnny Cash, entitled "The Long Black Veil," which is the movie basically mirrors the lyrics of the song.
That's a Johnny Cash song.
Yes.
Because I know the version that we hear is performed by Dave Matthews.
Yes. I forget who.
So he covered that on one of his albums, obviously?
Yeah. I forget who originally wrote the song, but I believe it was first made famous by Johnny Cash.
How'd you guys discover that?
Justin knows a lot of music.
Wow. Okay. That's a great tidbit. All right, I think let's get right into it. Let's watch this, and then we can talk a little more about it.
Okay.
So, we're going to show you The Long Black Veil.
7 o'clock. His flight got in a half hour ago. I'll be home any minute.
Okay.
You gotta go. Get your stuff together.
All right. But why? What can he do?
Well, you know as well as I do, if he comes home, he'll see you here, and we can't have that as much as we both like you to stay.
Let him. He can't do anything to me anyway.
You know as well as I do he can't find us here.
Sure. I get it. Okay. You have to admit, you do like me more than him, right? When can I see you again?
I don't know, Jeff. You know how Mark is.
Call me as soon as you can. You know how to reach me.
I know, but he'll be home any minute now. You have to go.
All right. Until then.
Wait. I love you.
Love you too.
Oh, okay. Darling, you're home. How was your trip?
Fine. Hey, why don't you be a dear and go make me some coffee? And where's the paper? I gotta go get changed. Oh. Hey, I gotta go. I'm gonna be late for work. It's gonna take forever to get caught up after this trip. It's gonna be a million emails to read. I'm probably not gonna be home for dinner.
Have a nice day, dear.
Hey man, how'd this place hold together without me?
Oh, we're doing okay. How was your trip?
You know how it is. It's good to get out of the house, away from the woman, you know? I mean, she's great and all, but it's good to get a break every now and then.
Well, you get plenty of those.
I knew this job involved travel when I took it. It suits me. I have no problems with it.
Sure. Does Laura ever get lonely, though?
Nah, she's fine. She's got all her friends, you know? Hey, after all, I'm sure she likes getting rid of me just as much as I like getting away from her.
You never know.
Nah, I'll buy her flowers or something like that. She likes that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's a thought.
You know, as long as you buy him something now and again, it'll keep him happy. Like, I've got her everything. Nice house, great car, jewelry for Christmas. You know how it is. I'm doing my job. So what if I'm out of town a lot?
If that works for you.
It suits me. Oh, hey man, I gotta start wading through emails. This could take a while. Lunch?
No, I have that project to work on. I'll eat here.
Suit yourself. I'll talk to you later.
Between you and me.
Excuse me, Jeff Anderson?
Yes, can I help you?
Yes, I'm John Sampson.
Yes.
Homicide Division. I'd like to know where you were last night at approximately 11:47 p.m.
I don't remember. What's the problem?
I'm gonna have to ask you to come with me, sir.
What? Am I getting arrested?
You are a suspect in the murder of Andrew Kensington. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say now can or will be used against you in court of law. An attorney will be provided to you at no cost. Let's go this way for this. Let's try to keep it people around us.
Hey, how was your day?
You wouldn't believe what happened today.
Oh, really? What happened?
All right, well, a cop came into the office, and yeah, Jeff was arrested.
What? Oh my God. What?
I mean,
Oh.
the cop said he was a suspect in some murder that happened last night.
Last night?
Yeah.
It couldn't have. Not last night. No, there's no way it was him. He couldn't have done that. He wouldn't have.
I mean, I don't think he could have done anything like this. What am I saying? I know he couldn't have done this.
It doesn't make sense. What about a trial? When?
Well, as of now, they're keeping him in custody down at the police station, but I think the trial's on May 14th, or... I don't know. Poor guy.
Well, we'll have to keep him in our prayers.
Of course. All right. I'm gonna go see if I can catch you into the game. Why don't you join me when you're done folding the laundry?
You have to tell them you were with me that night.
No, I can't. You know Mark would be devastated, and if he found out about us. I don't want to do that to you.
You have to, though. It's the only way. You'll be executed if you're found guilty. Don't sacrifice yourself for me.
I'm not going to ruin your life to save myself. I love you too much.
I love you, too. But you've been so kind to me all those times you've been there. Mark not home.
Shh, I know. But I can't tell them I was with you. I just can't.
I have to go now, please. Please, just tell them you were with me.
Goodbye, Laura.
Please.
10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, someone was killed 'neath the town hall light. There were few at the scene, but they all agreed the slayer who ran looked a lot like me. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the white winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. The judge said, son, what is your alibi? If you were somewhere else, then you don't have to die. Well, I spoke not a word, though it meant my life, for I've been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Now the scaffold is high and the eternity's near. She stood in the crowd and shed not a tear. But sometimes it
Nice piece of work.
Thank you.
The Long Black Veil. That that's really good storytelling. You did it succinctly, nicely paced, and the story is very clear from start to finish. And again, as we mentioned before, that bookend quality to it. A lot of aspects that I'd like to get into. Great variation on locations. What can you tell me about the locations?
Well, as far as the locations went, there were a couple afternoons after school where we'd get together and we just sort of drove around town and looked for different places where one scene might work, where we could get good camera angles, good lighting. And we just kind of experimented around and found what worked best.
So we have the cemetery, and then you use the office building, which can remain anonymous. The shot in the cemetery, were you using a dolly there in the opening?
Actually, we kind of got creative and we made our own dolly. We placed the tripod in the back of Mike Hadge's car, and he just sort of rolled it down the hill, and we got the desired effect.
Beautiful. So you guys got really creative.
Yeah, we did with a few scenes. We had to, you know.
Now I got to ask you about the music, because in the credits we see "The Long Black Veil" is the name of the song, performed by Dave Matthews and Emmylou Harris. Is the song the inspiration for the film?
Yeah, that was the whole basis of the screenplay. It sort of models the lyrics, and so we tried to incorporate the song in the closing scene to kind of cap it off.
And again, as you had mentioned before, that was, at least you knew the Johnny Cash version of the song.
Yeah.
The Schindler's List theme, nice choice.
We sort of looked around. I listened to a lot of classical music that week, and that just really seemed to fit the mood of the opening scene really well. So we decided to put that in.
Yeah, it captured it very nicely, and that almost mystical quality. What time of day did you shoot that scene?
We got there early after school, and we scouted around and found where we wanted to actually film it, different camera locations where we wanted to move the car. And then right around, like, the sun was going down, and so we kind of got the dusk light to illuminate things well, give it a nice glow.
Yeah, it's a nice, very nice, eerie quality. I think exactly what you were looking for there. Captured it beautifully. Did you guys storyboard this?
Not really. We had the whole basic idea of the movie to begin with, thanks to the song. And so Justin and Amanda really did most of the writing of the screenplay and kind of filled in the blanks that the song left out, created a story out of it.
Did you script it?
Yes, we did. But obviously having volunteer actors and doing it as kind of a rush job for a school project, a lot of the scenes, the actors just ended up ad-libbing, going with the basic gist of the scene. And
so you tell the actor, this is what we want to do, this is what we're getting at, and you kind of go in and
yeah,
and wing it and see if it works.
In a lot of cases, it really worked well. It came off more believable that way, I think.
Yeah, it did. I think the scene where the arrest was made. The police officer you told me was brought in the last minute?
Yeah, he was actually Mrs. Soa, who was generous enough to let us use her office building. He was a co-worker of hers, and he just volunteered to hop in, and we told him what we were trying to do, and he did a great job, just kind of winging it.
The editing is, you've got great reaction shots, and the kind of the juxtaposition when we have the bedroom, the lovemaking scene, the bedroom scene, and the murder, that works very, very well. Nice, crisp cutting, but not only crisp, but it flows very nicely. The pacing is very nice. Was that difficult to put together?
That was tricky, especially with the affair scene, trying to get the point across of what was going on and keeping it tasteful, obviously.
You were risking an R rating there.
Yeah.
You pulled that off very well, by the way. That was done, you got the message across without without crossing the line.
Yeah, we were able to do that, and the murder scene was actually fun to shoot. I got to make a cameo, and Mike did as well, to play the victim, and we ran around behind Bill's House of Pizza, pretending to kill each other.
Yeah, I recognize that location, and you get an acting credit also.
Yeah, so.
3 minutes, Craig.
Okay, thank you. Again, back to the editing. That was you're the cinematographer. That's your piece of work primarily when we look at that editing?
Yeah, that work fell to me. Mike Hadge was busy working on his own documentary, and I was the only other person who'd really had experience with the cameras or the editing software.
What was the most challenging aspect of the film?
Just finding time to get everyone together, really. That was hard. We got a good chunk of it done over April vacation when people's schedules were more free, but it was tricky a lot of times. You'd think you had everyone together for a certain scene, and then there'd be a conflict and you'd have to postpone. So it kind of became a hassle in that sense, but that was a challenge.
So you started writing in January, February?
Yeah, it was a project for Mr. Hand's philosophy class, so there were times earlier in the year where we'd had a chance to sit together as a group and begin formulating different plot lines and writing out scripts. So we knew what we wanted to do long before we shot it. It was just finding the time and getting the people together.
And you started shooting in?
I'd say April.
April, yeah. There's the barren look, so there's no leaves on the trees yet.
Yeah.
And
it was right after the snow started to clear away.
And as far as the editing process goes, did you edit everything at the end? Did you do all the shooting and then put it together? Or did you edit as you went along? Or?
Actually, we originally didn't think we'd get it done as quickly as we did. We thought it would be more strung out, so the scenes got edited as we went along and kind of piled together at the end.
30 seconds.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, there's more questions, obviously, but we're running out of time. Ryan Lima, cinematographer for The Long Black Veil. I hope you enjoyed the film. We give credit to all 4 filmmakers, Justin Soa, Amanda Grazioli, and Mike Hadge. I hope we can get you back. I know you're off to William & Mary.
Yep.
I hope there's more film projects in your future. And if you want to come back and talk about this film or any other project you're working on at a school break, please do. We'd love to have you. You've been a great guest.
Thanks a lot.
Just a reminder again, on September 28th, please come and join us for the fundraiser for the one-man play, Frederick Law Olmsted, Passages in the Life of an Unpractical Man. And please join us here for the Easton cable show every Monday and Tuesday night at 6 p.m. And beginning in September 5th, Andrew's Bakery, the foreign film series. Thank you again, Ryan Lima. Good luck. I'm Craig Whitford for Easton Film Festival Presents. Thank you.